So yeah, I mean, it's nice to see myself go back on that trend where I left off, as far as reconnecting with my friend circle, and mainly my Nutballer friends. Yeah, especially since I got an opportunity to talk to a boss late last night after dropping out Julio on this new place. So yeah, I mean, I'll be able to see him soon too. Don't worry, I will see the other guys eventually. I just need to take it one slowly at a time, because like I said, I am not ready yet for any group hangouts, especially concerning Russ and Dewey. I know at some point I will get back to them when the time is right for me. But right now, like where it stands, I can't really see myself talking to them yet. I still don't. It's already hard enough for me to even keep up with Russ last year, when I was already like the worst, like the shell of myself, that I just felt bad that I had to, I'm just like lacking enough energy to want to respond to him pretty late. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, like, yes, I'm reconnecting with some of my friends. However, that does not mean that my confidence is right back to where it was. Obviously, I'm still having to go through some of my home issues, or I'll just call it outside issues. I'm tired of saying home issues. You know what I'm saying? Just some of my outside issues. It's still getting to my head. Obviously, in this workplace where it's quiet as it's been, I just really don't like the dead silence here. It's just not normal in a real workforce when you have the same company president who's never going to retire. And I found out one of the sales managers actually retired. I'm surprised it wasn't even a public announcement when it should have. Knowing that she's been here for that long, and I thought there would be like a meeting about that. But I mean, why is it only the sales? You know what I'm saying? Hell, I remember like the donuts. I guess there were some donuts in the kitchen, and I remember my coworker next to me, he was like, was it only for the sales or something? I mean, just how much more favoritism like that does this place have? Like, it's already enough that I don't know too much until Sean told me just earlier in the kitchen. I'm like, wait, she retired, but she's gonna work part-time. It's like, at this point, she should just, and I love Carmen, she has one of the best personalities in that place, right? But she just gotta rest off, period. There's no way that I would, like, even part-time. I think she should just fully rest after what she went through in 2021. I mean, I'm surprised that she even bothered to last here still, just knowing that, like, for at least till for like another 3 years. I mean, hell, she could have just retired right away, but no. The company president, when his god awful decision making, has made her, as he wanted to keep her, but then it's like, I'm pretty sure she told me, yeah, I gotta focus on my health. But come on, dude, he's overworking all these people for and still bothers to underpay all of us, man. It ain't right like that. And when the business like that just continues to struggle, you just gotta wonder why it's so quiet every time. That's why a lot of people left. That's why it's always shorthanded. So, I mean, nobody should even be surprised that this place is never gonna live up to what it's been. So, it is what it is. Sick and tired of it, man. So yeah. Like I said, I'm not right back yet. Where my confidence should be. it is going to take a while, especially since I'm taking the medication. Like, sadly, I just hesitated, and I feel like I just had to. And right now, like, usually the soreness that I feel in my inner body system, right now, I just don't really feel much of it. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is at this point. Yes, I'm getting the help I need, but like I said, man, it should really just never have gotten this far. And, yeah, I mean, again, it is going to be a while until I can really find myself right back in my friend circle. This is just like total rust. You know what I'm saying? Well, when me, like it was nice to see Julio last night. That's technically the second friend I've seen since me taking therapy, and ever since what I did in January. And Neil was the other one. Right now, like my two friend hangouts, although they're good, they aren't really helping me much just yet. They aren't just yet, right? Because I know that I know that 4 months being without my friend circle, it's difficult. And it's very difficult. Like me having to learn it the hard way. I just thought, like, for me, I thought that like for sure that I thought I was going to get a new job. Considering how much all the applying that I've done, and the fact that one weekend I applied to like 21 jobs, but for the most part I've been very, very, very competitive. But in the end, it just never worked out. Like, I haven't had a job interview since the day that Trump got sworn into office. And it's because I haven't really had any luck, except for that one where I didn't really have the matching benefits to what I have in my dump. And there's only a couple. One of them was I think it was only dental insurance, and the other one I think was paid time off. But it was only a couple. That wasn't going to do enough for me. So it's been tough. And then considering the Trump's tariffs, like, I just thought, like, after I made that decision to avoid my entire circle and quote unquote just taking a break, I thought that I was going to be able to solve most of these issues on my own, right? The fact that I can get out of my workplace, and once I get a new job, everything's going to finally be all good, and I can return, surprise everyone, and be like, yeah, I got a new job, baby, yeah, back to the Nutbwallers circle. Everybody can see me happy. Russ wanted to see me happy. Carlos will definitely be proud of me if I come out, if I come out saying that I finally got a new job, and where he'll be like, yeah, that's good, man, finally. Like, I want to be that point right there. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of hurrah and celebration, and just basically all of that. And that's been my goal, and it has been my goal for the past 3 years or 2 years. And I thought, like, after avoiding my entire friend circle, because I really need the break, I thought I would be able to get everything done that I wanted. But no, these issues are still ongoing, and then they've only gotten worse. And now it's like, it just makes me think that I've done it wrong, man. That I've completely just made, I had to learn the hard way, and have already done enough wrong, and Like everything that I've been facing as of late, like the last month and the month before, and toward the end of March, I thought these issues were going to lessen for me, but nope, they were only going to get worse, and I can't control a lot of those outside issues that are still going. So it makes me feel like I've learned the hard way, and to do what I did, it was wrong. I know I was selfish, but I thought that by doing that, it was going to help me through that. That once I got the job, then the new job, then I would already feel good, right? I thought I would already feel that much better, but it just ain't the case, and right now it's just been a major struggle. Like with what Trump is doing, it's like all I'm hearing is just more and more and more bad news, and it's super frustrating because I needed this break to get better at what I do, so to better my chances of getting out of there, to better my life and coming back when I needed to, right? But it ain't the case, man. It just ain't the case. It ain't the case for me, and I'm very, very frustrated. And now, like, because I was out of my circle and having to face the issues that I faced the last couple of months, it's why now I gotta come back. I feel a little pressure to come back because, I needed to regain my confidence. I kept saying very low self-confidence, and I kept saying very low self-esteem, when instead it just, the reality is the severe anxiety, when it really shouldn't have come to that. But it is what it is. Like, I had to make a comeback, but I would have to go pretty slowly, It's good to reach out to Julio, Abbas, Nathan, Carlos, Neil. You have to reach out to Ray, Try to reach Andrew. Obviously, he was done with me, and I know Robbie was done with me too. Russ and do it. I know Russ is still reaching out to me on YouTube when he can. Me and Mario are good. So it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Like, I'm just thinking by my life that it just makes me really need them back. I'm not saying that I don't want them back. I do want them back. But it's just like to the point where I just realized I learned the hard way. I have learned the hard way. So, I've learned the hard way that, again, this is going to take a while for me to regain my confidence because now I have to seek therapy and psychiatry, taking my meds. Man, like, everything's just going wrong for me just when I thought everything was going to eventually go right, since I ghosted my entire circle. You know what I'm saying? So, again, here we are. Here I am. Already seen a couple friends. I'm going to see a boss soon. Who knows when? Maybe Carlos, too? Maybe the breakfast could just be me and him for now. Who knows what? Anyways, this is all I want to touch on, man. As far as with the Nutbwallers group, look. As far as with the Nutbwallers group, man, it's... I know there's still going to be a future. I said that I didn't sound very confident, even though I said there will be a future. At the time, especially when I was away from my friend circle, when I talked about where I stand with the Nutbwallers, and for the guys like these guys that I mentioned that I just reconnected with, that they need to see a stronger version of me. Well, you know what? I think these guys, Carlos and the boss, like I said, where our friendships stand, we're good right now, and I'm pretty sure, and Russ and I are good, and Julio has really, is glad to see that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and all that. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a future, and like, I don't sound super confident right now because of everything that's happened around me that I need to take care of. But I think that once I reconnect with Russ and Dewey, like, actively, I think that itself will help for me to, you know, to think that the Nutbwallers will be back. Now with Robbie, you know, Julio said it, he might come around, but you know, it's like to lose an OG, a Nutballer friend like him. You know, say what you want about Tristan. I mean, he tried to be a Nutballer, but you know, his personality didn't really fit with the group, even when he was with us, and he didn't really, you know, he couldn't really stand Russ and Dewey. Like, they just weren't his type as far as what he anticipates when it comes to friendship value. So yeah, where I stand with the Nutbwallers, I mean, well, I mostly still have, like, who I have. Most of the time, like, their hangouts has just been, like, ever since Julio and Robbie got married, it was just mainly me, Ray, Carlos, Abbas, Dewey, Russ, and Neil. So, I mean, that's just been the primary guys have been these guys. So, you know, the main guys, just because we don't live that far from one another, and you know, once in a while I'll still be seeing, you know, but I would be seeing Robbie and Julio, and you know, and it's just that. It's just the main guys are the ones I mentioned, like, who don't live too far off from me, like a Carlos and a Boss and Russ, you know, Russ and Dewey are at this point, I think, and Carlos, who live, I think, the closest to me. So you can probably count Anastasia, but yeah. So as far as the future for that, I like I said, I don't know. I don't really sound too confident yet, but there is a future. So there will still be a time for the Nutbwallers. I mean, I just don't want this group to go and all that, especially now that I'm reconnected with some of these guys like Abbas and Carlos. So yeah, man, I gotta keep doing what I'm doing, and then maybe only time will tell now that everything is gonna go right, and finally this group can come back to life. All right, peace out, everyone.